Before we get into the nuts and bolts of a terrific diagnostic tool called voltage drop, let's take a moment to illustrate what we're talking about. What I've done is I've drawn here a highway, something that we're all familiar with. Now, on the side of many highways, especially when they pass by a small town, there's a road off to the right, which we call the frontage road. Now, the people who live in the town can often tell the condition of the highway, even if they can't see it, by what's going on the frontage road. If there's little or no traffic on the frontage road, the highway's in good condition. If an occasional car or two shows up on the frontage road, perhaps the highway's a little slowed down and a few people have decided to get off and go this way instead. If the people in the small town begin to recognize that all kinds of cars are on the frontage road, the people here know that something is wrong with the highway. Now, the same applies to what we're talking about here, the same principle. I've got here a piece of a wiring harness. This is about 10 feet long. I've got a red wire going in one end, it comes out the other end. Now imagine that we suspect that we have a problem with this red wire, but it's somewhere in here. It's nearly impossible to figure out where it is in here and fix it. However, imagine for a moment if we could test it. And that's what we're going to do. The wire is represented by the highway, okay? The electricity is supposed to go flowing through the wire one to the other. We are going to use a voltmeter in our next video and let the voltmeter become a frontage road. If we see a little bit of voltage going through the voltmeter or none at all, that means that the highway is in good condition, everything's fine. If we start to see small amounts of electricity trying to go through the voltmeter or the frontage road instead of going through the wire, that tells us we have a small problem. And if we see lots of voltage trying to get through the voltmeter instead of going through the wire, it tells us something is deadly wrong with the wire. So in the next video, we'll actually set up and start to show you how to do that.